Hi everyone. I am sorry. I today got away from me. So I think I'm going to do some gluing and see what I can come up with or hang out and do some stuff. Let me see if I can go ahead and let me see if I can put it in our group. So I hope you guys are all doing good. I'm still not feeling 100%, which is, it is what it is, you guys. I gotta just work through it. I think it's I think it's just a combination of a lot of different things. I think it is just I think I just pushed myself to the limits when I was moving, and I don't know. It was just a lot. I hope you guys are all doing good. I know it's late for some of you. I haven't gotten my schedule down, you guys. It feels like I barely get stuff started and then it's like nighttime, which is probably par for the course for me. So anyway. Hey Lisa, how are you, girl? Hi, Mary Kay. Lisa, how far do you live from me? Where do you live? I don't know exactly where you live, so I should make a point to get together with you and Aunt Beck. I don't think you live that far. Hi, Patricia, how are you? You're doing okay, girl? I can't even imagine. I cannot even imagine. You live in Amarillo. How did I not know you lived in Texas? I'm a Texan. How did I know? Why did I think you lived in North Carolina? You guys, that's terrible. Well, if I make it to Texas, I'll come and see you. I have cousins that aren't far from Amarillo. So I'm just going to glue book for a little bit, you guys. I had every intention of coming on like an hour ago, and it just, hi, Val. And you guys, my life just got away from me. My life completely and utterly got away from me today. And I'm not 100%. I told you guys I've had like this weird sort of thing. Hey, Miss Mary Kay, how are you? Hey, Val, I'm so happy for you. Girl, I am celebrating with you. For those of you that don't know, Val is closing on her house soon, and it is awesome. Awesome. What's up in your world, Miss Mary Kay? You're well. How are you, Miss Patricia? What's going on in your life? Guys, I got my handy dandy electrolytes. Actually, I get one that kind of tastes like lemonade, and I mix it with tea. So I have like iced tea. I know, Val, that's so awesome. We're so excited. I'm so excited for you. I know it's been a long time coming. I completely know it. I think I'm going to cut out this Van Cleef and Arpels. Guys, I'm so down on my magazine harvesting. I ordered a bunch from, you just got home from work? Oh, good for you. I ordered a whole bunch from Recycle Bank, and the only one that I've gotten so far is Bazaar. The rest of them I haven't gotten yet. The truck is all loaded and ready to go. You have to come back to your VBRO for one more sleep. Awesome. So tell us what's going on in your world, Miss Patricia. You guys, I was going to come on. Hey, Kim. I was going to come on Sunday. And you guys, I just was not feeling great. I did make it to my friend's birthday, in which I was glad I went. Blake and I had a really good time. It was at a self-sustaining seafood restaurant. And you guys, I had probably the most boring thing of anybody. I had a Caesar salad with shrimp. That was my exciting. Everybody else had like oysters and lobster and all these things, but you guys, with my weird dietary thing going on right now, everything it sets me off. So I had a Caesar salad with shrimp, and it was excellent. And we all had a really nice time, and I'm glad I went. But you're doing laundry, Patricia. Oh, girl, come to my house. But you guys, I don't know. I'm just not feeling myself. I'm not feeling as good as I normally feel. I love her, but she won't fit in this glue book. But I'm not going to cut her out because she would fit in a big glue book. You're hanging out and you're under the weather. I've been under the weather, you guys. I've just been not feeling good. Thank you so much. I have just not been feeling myself. I've been just feeling so run down, and I don't know whether it's a combination of this weird bladder infection thing that I got from eating such spicy food, which is not normal for me, or it's just I finally can exhale. You guys, I was under so much stress when we were moving from Hawaii. I guess I really didn't I like these goats too. I really just didn't deal with it. You're under the weather here with rain. You guys, it's been cold. Has it gotten cold where you guys are? It was like below 30 the other night. I was like, whoa, thank goodness I didn't plant any of my stuff. What are you up to, Miss Kim? So I did finally brought my sewing machine up here, you guys, but I have not got all my stuff. I have to get a light over there, and I have to gotta get a light set up, and then I gotta deal with it. It's like an old sewing machine. It's an old Kenmore. Even came with its with its original manual. You got snow? Oh my gosh. You're just playing with your bits of paper. Okay, so I told you guys I was going to really make that. Lisa, I was going to use your technique. You guys go over to Lisa's channel. It's Lisa My Eclectic Life. Go over to her channel and join her channel. And I think it's called Coffee, Paper, and More or something. I'll go back and link it in the description box after the video. And she does this really cool dyeing paper technique that looks like it's marble. And I have used it. I used it in my daughter's wedding book. I used it in one of the journals I sent to the Disabled Artists Foundation for their sale. And I've used it a bunch of other times. And I did make the paper because my whole intention was to make my friend a birthday book. You guys, it was more than I could handle. So our sweet 15-year-old had painted her a painting, so I wrapped it up. And I just was like, that has to be the gift. But if you go over to Lisa's channel, you can learn how to do that paper technique, the paper dyeing technique. It's one of my favorites. I mean, there's a lot of different ones to do, but this one for me just works out and gives you a bunch of different papers. Hey, Miss Renee, how are you, girl? How are you? Now, this would be a good reverse collage one to do. You know, the one where you do the gesso and because look, it's Karl Lagerfeld, but he's all dots. Isn't that cool? Who is the dot guy? Oh my gosh. Chuck Close. Chuck Close made art with dots like that. You had a yard sale you went to, and they had an 1800 sewing machine. Wow. Okay, guys, I have a thing. Okay, so, some people collect dolls or whatever. I had lots of sewing machines at one point in time. I actually still have one in Hawaii. I gave away 3, and I still have one that maybe Blake will bring back when he goes back to do his little job there. But I like older sewing machines because they sew through everything. I used to have this one it was like a Sears featherweight. I think it was made in the 20s or the 30s. It was a steel, heavy iron machine, but it was a featherweight, so it was lighter than a regular one, but still portable. And I would probably say I sewed leather, I sewed silk, I sewed everything on that machine. The only thing was it only had a straight stitch. But that was before I moved to Hawaii. I don't know what my deal with sewing machines is, but I do. I borrowed one from a friend, and it's okay. That's what I've been sewing on right now. But when I bought one at that yard sale, oh I bought one at a yard sale and Blake, that lady that was like almost 100. I bought it at her estate sale. I actually got one from the Salvation Army, but it didn't work. And so, I mean, I guess I could fudge around with it and fix it. I just have not been feeling like myself. I've just been feeling draggy and tired. And then that's not normally for me. Hey, Miss Jean Peter. Congratulations. Everybody give Miss Jean a big congratulations. Her daughter just had twins. We are so happy for you. Plot and twist arrived. I imagine you're worn out and it's late. Some of these I'm definitely going to come back and use, but I was just looking. I really should up my my gathering of see, Kim, you and I are twins. Twinkies are awesome. They are. I agree with you. Kim says she has an old portable Elna and a Viking and an old Singer Industrial. Okay, so I had a Singer Industrial. Blake bought me an industrial machine, a real industrial machine. I showed you I got it from Santa. But you guys, it's like 300 and some odd pounds. And I'm going to have to set it up in the garage. And that's going to have to happen after we clean our garage up. Oh, they're so cute. The picture you sent was so gorgeous. They just look amazing. Oh, Jean, we're so happy for you. Is she home from the hospital? You may have said it in our chat and I just haven't read it. And thank you for everybody who has participated in buying some of my cool things. I really appreciate it. And for those of you, there's still some, your listings are in my Etsy shop. And you guys know, not this weekend, but next weekend is the Disabled Artist Foundation auction on Carhart's channel. Jean, are you going to do your flip through of the giveaway of the sweepstakes? Hopefully tomorrow. Oh, prayers. They were big for twins, though. They were not huge or whatever, but they were like normal sized babies. I was like, some people have twins and they're teeny weeny. Were they like 5 and 6 pounds? Guys, my sweetheart is so sweet. He made me a cup of decaffeinated coffee. My taste buds are so off that I have been, I don't know. My taste buds have not been. I got to get it together, you guys. I'm just falling apart. Better get your thing before that. Yeah. One was 5'6", the other was 6'5". Yeah, that's awesome. And they were so cute. How's Riley? Is he like over the moon? Riley is their big brother. Riley is their big brother. How old is Riley? How old is he? Is he 12? I may be wrong. You guys, I'm terrible with ages of kids. Congratulations. I'm so happy for you guys. And I'm glad everything went well. And yeah, he's 12. He's so excited. I will. So I didn't read the chat. Did she have a natural or did she have a C-section? Congratulations, Aaron and babies and grandma and grandpa. Well, he'll be a big help at 12. I told you guys I had my youngest daughter when my oldest daughter she was 14 or 15. And age. I think he was 15. And it was like, she was such a big help. C-section, one of them turned at the last minute. You guys, I ended up with C-sections with all three of my kids. I mean, it was what it was, and for a long time, I know I felt like somehow I'd done something wrong. And one of my girlfriends was like, the whole key is to have a healthy baby. You've had 3 healthy babies. Let it go. I was like, you are right. Hey, Dana, how are you? Thanks, you guys, for being patient with Blake. He has wrapped everybody's packages, and I know that they're on their way to you. He is my packer, and he has been, I did the small bits, but he had to do the big bits, like the big wallpaper books, or if you got a lot of books. Well, we are so happy they're here, and I'm happy that she gets to go home soon. Then are you heading down to see them? Are you heading to see them? Hey, Dee. Yeah, I was running a little bit late. Because I have not been sleeping well. How many of you guys I usually don't have I usually can sleep at least 5 hours straight without waking up. Past few nights, I do not know what the heck it's been. I have just been going with it and just trying not to get all worried and sleeping when I can. So, what are you guys crafting? Val, what are you getting ready to? I know you, girl. Are you going to set your craft room up right away so you can get in there and start playing? Oh, you've been there since Sunday night? Oh, good for you, Jean. I have to live vicariously through Miss Jean. No grandkids coming my way anytime soon. I like these Van Cleef and Arpels little bits and pieces. And I wanted this. This is kind of it's kind of big for my journal, but I'll use it for something, I'm sure. You've fallen asleep all night and then you awake the next morning having not moved an inch. Oh, good for you, Renee. Could you pass some of that my way? Could you pass some of that my way? I would appreciate it. I am not lately. It's just been, I don't know. Good for you. You guys, it's been so cold here. It's been crazy cold for me. Now, you guys, put it in perspective. It's probably not cold for anybody else, but like when it gets below 30, I'm like, oh my gosh, this is the Arctic. You know? Let me see what I can tell you. Besides the dinner out, which was really nice. You guys, I haven't been out anywhere in eons, but it was really nice. And it was my friend's 43rd birthday. She's a baby. Because I met her when she was in college. She must have been like 22 when I met her. Isn't that cool? She's such a cool person. She's got cool kids. You love spring. Spring is still chilly. Well, it's chilly here for me. You'll be a while. Our household goods from Hawaii in your bed come on April 1st. Not looking forward to unpacking. I get it. But you'll keep a couple projects out. Hi, Janice. How are you? It is me adjusting to the climate. I'm ridiculous. You fed the babies. You watched Riley. You changed poopy diapers and helped Aaron up and down for 2 days. I had C-sections and it was horrible. I mean, the recovery thing was hard. Diana says she managed to achieve a worn barn siding effect with the crackle technique I did a million years ago. That's good. I love this key too. You guys have a thing for keys. Val, we have unpacked some, and you have to realize some of the stuff that most of the stuff that we have is not really from our house in Hawaii. It's like from whatever Blake took from his parents' house, but we just don't have places to put it. So the frustrating thing for me is I can unpack it, but I don't have any in place for it to go. Like I don't. So then it becomes like, oh, I need a armoire. I need this. I need that. I'm using my energy trying to keep warm. You're probably right, Val. It's spring break there. Oh, how nice, Kim. He's with his grumpy building robot arm. Aw. You know what? We had spring break. I think it was the first week in March. It was like, I felt like it was early, but I told you guys I'm sending my daughter a little private school. So I guess they choose whatever they want, So we had ours at the beginning of March. Hi, Maria. Good morning to you in Greece. It's starting to feel like spring. Well, night, Jean. We love you. Congratulations. And our love and prayers to Aaron, Riley, Plot, and Twist. Well, I was like super excited. I had like all these tulips coming up in my yard, and I had daffodils, and then we got a cold spell, and I cut the daffodils right before the freeze, so I had them in a vase for like a week. And then you guys, I have like a beautiful forsythia, that beautiful yellow blooming plant and tree coming up, and I haven't been out since it got cold last night. I didn't go out today, so I don't know if it's good or if it's dead. Hey, Miss Scotty Allen, how are you? Scotty, I love that picture you shared. It's so cute. You sent me of you and your high school boyfriend. Scotty is in love. You guys, tell Scotty congratulations. Scotty is in love, and I'm happy for you, girl. That is so freaking awesome. I know I told you guys last time we talked that my mother-in-law, my ex-husband's mother, was not well, and she passed very shortly after that in a very peaceful, quick manner. I won't say painless because she had sepsis. She had fallen and hit in her head, and then she went into the hospital, and I don't know how she got a perforated valve, but she did, and they didn't find it for a number of days. She was in a rehab because we were trying to get her back on her feet. She's very active, you guys. She was so active. And she passed away. So that was kind of like our weekend. That was the last time I talked to you guys, which I think was Friday, right? So she passed away early Saturday morning, I think. And although it was sad for her, she did it in her own way. She was 91. She was like a force to be reckoned with. She was a force to be reckoned with. So I've been dealing with my kids and their own stuff, and they don't live anywhere near there. On the bright side, I was really grateful that my ex-husband's family decided they're going to wait until the summer to have something because, to have a memorial. My mother-in-law wanted to be cremated, and she didn't want anything. She was very, very clear about what her wishes were. So they're just going to wait, which I'm glad, because otherwise I'd have to be, one of my kids would come from Mexico City, and then I don't know about my middle one in Arkansas. She's had some unexpected health things come up, which was also what happened to us last week. And so I really was not in my right mind last week. Last week was like, like when stuff happens for your kids, it just sort of like at least I can speak for myself, throws me in a loop. You know what? It's okay. She was 91, you guys. She was such a, hey, Leslie, she is such a force to be reckoned with. She was, it's so funny is, she has very, I told you guys that she was a Russian linguist for the CIA, right? She was, um, before she was married. And I think, suspect for very long after that, but who knows? She was like, she liked to plan things, and she was like, she didn't like surprises. So, it was kind of funny because the way she passed, there was no surprises. She went to the doctor. I mean, she was in a rehab, and I guess she wasn't feeling well, and then they did some blood work on her and realized that she was sicker than they thought, so they sent her to the hospital. They told her she had a perforated bowel and she had sepsis, and she was like, I don't want any treatment. And she was completely lucid, you guys. She's like, I don't want any treatment. And they said, well, you'll pass within a certain amount of hours. And she did. She was the kind of person that liked things planned. So for her, it was perfect. Oh, Scotty, you're so sweet. No, she's fine. She just had a little medical emergency that came up that was like not anything any of us knew anything about. And it sort of freaked her out, freaked me out, freaked all of us out. And in the midst of all of it, we're dealing with my mother-in-law. And she's fine now. She's fine and home. I talked to her 3 times today. She's good. She generally an amazingly healthy person, and this just came out of nowhere for her. And so, but she's fine. And you know what it's like when you're not anywhere near your kids. So like on the whole weekend, I was like, do I fly to Fort Smith? Like that was my whole weekend. My whole weekend was like, do I just go to Fort Smith? And so I didn't end up going, but I told her if she needed me, I'd come, I would come anytime. It was just it was a lot. You guys, this weekend, you know what? It always feels like that for me. It feels like when stuff happens, it just kind of happens in like not one at a time. Oh, thank you, Scotty. You're awesome. Oh, you're so sweet. Thank you. I really appreciate it. It was just, I don't know if she wants to me to talk about it, so I just want to really mention it, but it's a common thing that happens that if you don't know you have it, it can be deadly. But once you find out, you can regulate it. And she just had like an episode, and yeah, it was the first time. So it sent all of us. So we were all already worried. And then on top of it, my mother-in-law. And not that, I mean, when you're 91, she lived a great life, but it was still emotional, for my kids. So it was emotional for all of them. Things usually happen in 3s. Well, I think I had a tenfold, so I don't think I need any more. The 3s has always been your experience. Scotty, I appreciate it. So Scotty, tell us about your beau, it was your high school sweetheart. And then obviously you didn't marry him. You married somebody else. And then how did you guys reconnect? You guys, it was my high school sweetheart's 60th birthday. And I sent him a 60th birthday message. I mean, I still keep in contact with him occasionally, once every 2 or 3 years, And his birthday's right around my birthday. And I sent him happy 60th. It's like seems so weird that, Hey, Miss Joni, I saw your message in our Crafting Mamas group. What a great, wonderful surprise for you. I'm sorry that you're losing your craft room temporarily, but I think it'll be super awesome. So let's see. What else can I tell you guys? I did not batch cook this weekend. I did not, you guys. I did cook. What day did I cook? I cooked maybe Friday. I cooked like a big seafood thing, which you guys, I had a little bit, but it did not work well with my body. What's going on? So Blake's eating a lot of seafood this week. Your high school sweetheart turned Into a villain? Oh no. Oh, mine didn't. Mine didn't turn into a villain. Mine is, I think he's a real estate attorney. You guys, I don't know. I didn't keep in that close of contact with him. I just wished him a happy birthday. If it wasn't for Facebook, I would not have wished. You know what I mean? It's like we're friends on Facebook. So I'm sorry he turned into a villain. Your high school villain, sweetheart, was a jerk. Thank God he broke up. Okay, he broke up with me when I left for college. I continued to give him grief. I continue to give him grief about it. He found me on Facebook and didn't know I would want to talk to him after everything. Oh, that's nice. Oh, Kim, go for it. You know what? I will say I did do that today. Blake bought a roasted chicken, and I took all the chicken meat off the chicken, and I threw the chicken carcass in the Instapot, made bone broth. Aw, your mother said you may have never really cared for anyone like you did him. Aw, that's so beautiful, Scotty. Renee said she married her high school sweetheart. That's her ex-husband. Aw, Renee. You got beautiful kids out of it. Got beautiful kids out of it. Scotty, we're so happy for you. You guys, if I stayed with my high school sweetheart, I'd still be living in Texas, okay? Jamie, you're not late, girl. I was late today. I was late today. But my little small craft room is getting together. It's getting together a little bit better now that I have my, now that Blake brought the sewing machine up, because I haven't even tried it up here. It worked at the place where I bought it at the lady's house. I'm going to wait to cut the bottom of the keys out till I decide, because I don't know where I'm going to put it, but it's a cool key, don't you think? I'm going to wait and cut. Oh, it's like an anchor. Maybe I'll do that with an X-Acto knife instead of my big honking scissors. But I still like it. So, I still like it. Yeah, I don't know. You know, it's like if I had married my high school sweetheart, I'd be living in Texas or living in Houston. I guess. I don't know. Maybe not. I am just cutting out stuff from my glue book. I started like 7 journals last week, but I did dye some paper. I did avocado skin dye and onion skin dye, a bunch of paper. And I did Lisa from my Eclectic Life tutorial and her coffee paper dyeing and more from her channel. Gianna said her husband was her best friend, was the best friend of your older brother, and we reconnected at your mom's funeral. Aww. At the urging of your thrice married aunt. That's beautiful, Janice. You and your husband went to church together, but he didn't talk. Then you met again through mutual friends. Oh, Dana, that's beautiful. Yeah, this is Harper's Bazaar. I haven't gotten any new magazines, you guys. I'm going to keep her, but I like the chair. I also like the paneling. This one's not so much, but I like her in this picture. But I like the lamp. Lamp, girls. That's what we got. You are very lucky. I think it's beautiful. I think that is beautiful. I already told you guys my story of how I met Blake. Met him when I went to India. I met him when I went to India in a Punjab shop. And a Punjab shop is like the garments that you wear to go into a temple. That's how I met him. He was living in Portland. I was living in New York. We were friends for a number of years. In fact, we didn't even start dating till I relocated my butt to Hawaii. Your husband and you have been together since 1975. Well, congratulations, Miss Kim. Congratulations. Let's see what I have going on in this book. I don't even know. Guys, I started it like not that long ago, and I glued a few pages together. I don't really know what I have going on in here, really. Honestly and truthfully, I've got to get my magazine claiming on. I just haven't even gone and looked for any. That is awesome, though. It's kind of cool how we meet our peeps, don't you think? When I met mine, I was not looking for anything because I was like over men. I was kind of like in a bad men state. I was kind of like, I am never dating anyone again. I'm never, you guys, I wasn't a good dater. I'm not I know there's some people that are great at dating because I'm not one of them. I am not one of them. In fact, I wasn't even so sure I want to get into a relationship. I was like, I've been there, done that, worn that t-shirt. I'm over it. Guys, my new technique is I just glue it down a little bit. So that way, if I don't like it where it is, I can take it up, but then I can leave it in my book. This one's like I put the glue too far over. So that way I don't lose all my pieces. Because sometimes I put them in the back of my book and I turn the book upside down or I walk around with it and lose them. So I really have to up my game of my, really got to up my game of finding some images. You're never getting ready to get unless you get Blake in my will. You guys, he's a wonderful person. I think I drive him crazy, but he doesn't say I do. In fact, I know I drive him crazy, but that's all good. You're over men now. I get it, girl. You guys, I was like, my marriage wasn't terrible, but I was just married to a really selfish, self-centered person. When you're married to a selfish, self-centered person, it's kind of hard, It's kind of hard to it was hard for me, at least. Maybe it's not hard for anybody else, but it was hard for me. And and I was just over it. I was kind of like, you know what I mean? I was like, whatever. I like Miley Cyrus, but I really wish maybe I can find a flower to put over her mouth. I really wish she would keep her mouth shut a little bit. Scotty said she gave her grandson a multimedia sketchbook and markers when he first stayed with me at age 2. It's mostly full now. Wow, that's awesome. Oh, and you started gluing pages in them. That's awesome. Let's see. Well, it's my daughter's 30th birthday tomorrow. She's in Mexico City, so not much I can do for her, but I'm sending her some money via Cash App. But she wants these kind of crazy, expensive German suitcases because I told you guys all she does is travel. So I told her I'd get them for her, and then she was like, well, I can't get them sent here. They won't make it. So I said, well, let me know. So with my mother-in-law passing, and she thought she was coming sooner than later, I was like, oh, maybe I need to get them, and then I'll, meet her at the funeral or whatever and give them to her. But since they changed all that, I don't know. So I don't know what I'm going to do for her 30th birthday tomorrow, besides call her and sing to her and wish her happy birthday. I'm definitely going to make a point to try and go down and see my middle daughter because of her sudden health issues. I wasn't planning on making a trip to Arkansas, but I am. Oh, post pictures in our group, Scotty. Everybody would love it. She always has her tongue out. I mean, I like the cat eye thing, but it's like now she's got her mouth open with food. You guys, what is up with these young girls? They think that making that little kissy duck face. My daughter says you call it something else, but I don't know what you call it. Nobody looks cute doing that. Nobody, but everybody has pictures of themselves doing it. Everybody has pictures of themselves doing it. Okay, I like this one better. I'm going to put the flower over Miley Cyrus's tongue sticking out. Yeah, so I started my friend Diana that's in the chat. She sent me some seeds and I got my grow lights out. I got my she told me to plant them in coffee filters and stuff like that. So I got my stuff ready to go for that. I'm going to put it in another room so I can start because I was reading what is it called? The frost chart or whatever. And it says that we may have this frost thing or whatever's going on here until the beginning of May. And I've been watching the weather, like, watching the weather report, and it's supposed to get down below 30 next week. So that would be kind of, oh, Scotty, if I come, girl, I will totally let you know. In fact, I thought I was going to be there this past weekend. I was like, I looked at flights and everything else. And the problem was that she was in the hospital um, and her husband was they're just newly married. They've been married like a year and a half. And he was so wigged out. And then it was very difficult to get a hold of them. And it was just a lot. So she's home now and okay. So that's all that matters. The rule in Ohio is to wait for Mother's Day, and then we are usually safe. Well, I figure I can go ahead and get them started in the house, but Blake was trying to, you guys, because it snowed so much and we had so much rain, our yard was kind of torn up. So we were like, he was going to do all this stuff, but it's been cold and then it rains. And then it's just been, you guys, it's normal weather. It's just, I'm not used to it moving from Hawaii. So I like these little goats, but they're kind of big too. But aren't they cute? They'll be cute in a bigger glue book. The old women told me to not to plant in the ground until the first full moon after Easter, no matter when Easter will be. Will be May this year, I think. Easter, you guys, when is Easter? Easter's in April, you guys. Easter's April 17th this year. So the first full moon in May. Okay, I can do that. I can do that. So, but I was going to get them started. So I just got to I got a little table set up and I got my little grow lights. I need to get some soil, some better soil than what I have. I have like a bag of, I don't know, potting soil or something. It was in our garage. It did not come from us. So it's like pink champagne with butterflies. The butterflies around it are pretty cool. I might use those for a background on something. So I just got to get it set up in one of the rooms. You guys, I've sincerely not been feeling my best. And I'm just trying to, you would think I'd be feeling great because I'm hardly eating anything. Still eating my eggs, though, for my friend with his crazy chickens. Yeah, I will start the tomatoes and peppers inside Diana. But Blake just got my whole thing set up. Because he's been working. He's part owner of a company. And, during the winter, it's kind of like slow. But come spring, summer, it gets really crazy and busy. And so he's been like not around, which it's fine with me. I don't have a problem with it. It's just carrying an 8-foot table upstairs was not my idea of doing it by myself. So he carried it all up for me. Now I just gotta get some trays or something to put it on. Like I had some in Hawaii and I kept telling him I know I have trays, and finally the other day he was like, wrong place, wrong house. Because I did have a nice garden in Hawaii. So, I have numbers. I could cut out some numbers for this page. I should cut out the left side a little bit more. Sleep well, Lisa. We love you, girl. Hang in there, okay? Bless you, Lisa. And you're always in my thoughts and prayers, girl. You guys go on over and join Lisa's channel. She does have some live streams. She does some beautiful faith journaling. And like I told you guys, she also has some really cool, the recipe I told you guys for that paper. I'll link it in after tonight's live stream. I'll link it in the description box so you guys can go back and watch it. I think it's, if you guys go and watch a video on my channel that says "Because I Said So," I think it's in that video, because that's the "Because I Said So" is when I show you guys. You can hardly hear me talking because I'm whispering. It's like 4 in the morning, but that's when I made my daughter that lives in Arkansas. That's when I made her wedding book using Lisa's technique. Guys, I love this community. We have so many talented people. Jamie says, don't need frozen pie. Jamie, I'm sorry. Girl, I get it. You guys, it's supposed to I think it's supposed to be like 40 tomorrow. I think it's supposed to get up to 60 at some point this week. But then at some point, it's supposed to get back to below 30. So I was like, okay, we're not planting anything. You guys, I don't know. I'm telling you, I was married for a long time to somebody that turns out I didn't know at all. How many of you guys had that experience? I was married to somebody for 20 years and he ended up not being anybody I knew at all. We love you, Miss Lisa. I hope you sleep well. So what are you guys working on? What are you ladies working on? I like this little coffee with the heart in it. I like that. All kinds of bizarre little things, but not necessarily. You didn't get married until you were 32? You were smart, Dana. You were much smarter than we were. I got married, I don't know, guys. Oh, my prayers are with you, girl. You're a mess. I get it, girl. Notepad and other ephemera. Good for you. Joni said she got married at 30. Leslie's working on her glue book. So there you go. You're cutting 5x5 and 8x5 paper into 4-inch squares to make little pockets. Oh, that's good. I like this one that says "Feed Your Soul." You guys, I don't know anything anymore. I know that I know nothing, and I know that everybody's on their own path and their own journey, and no matter how much you want for them, they have to want it for themselves. That's been a hard life lesson for me. Oh no, your kid's not home from work. Are you having to go pick them up, Dee, or are you sending Josh? 10:45. What time is it your time there, Dee? It's 10:45 my time. You know how you can see the potential of people, but they can't see their own potential, and then you really you want them to do some amazing things with themselves, and then they do their own stuff, and then you just go, oh, he got a ride. Oh, good for you. But I know you're still waiting up because You guys, I've tried to tell that to my kids when they were still living at home and they were like old enough to stay out till whatever. I was like, when you rent your own place, you can stay out as late as you want. When you live with me and I have to be up at 6 a.m. to be at work, you need to be home by 11. Okay? Because my butt needs to get a little bit of sleep. They're going to stop at Wally World. Ugh. I get it. You guys have to tell me what some new magazines you guys are getting. I need to like go back and scour my crazy magazines. I did not bring any with me. Is that the dumbest thing? Maybe a handful. That's so dumb. I should have brought more. You got a fortune cookie today that you're probably reading way too much, and it says a lingering question will be answered happily tomorrow. Hey, that sounds like good news to me. Yeah, I need to seriously like get my magazine thing on. I've got to figure out like where to get some good magazines, and I've got to I don't know. I haven't really put a lot of effort into it since I've gotten here, but like whenever I sit down to glue, I'm like, why do I not have like I don't have like a whole bunch of stuff. HGTV is a good magazine for lots of color. Okay, Scotty, I can get that one. Girl, I'm serious. Bring a trailer. I'll be set for life. Diana is moving. She is having a new home built on her land. Well, save me a box of them, Diana, I still have to take a road trip, you guys. Anyway, Blake and I figured out if we would just go clean out the storage that he has in Northern Virginia, and I'll clean out the small storage that my kids have or that I've been paying for in Boston, that we'd have a whole lot more extra money a month. You're going from 2,500 square feet to 1,400. I get it. You like HGTV too? I did too, Joni. I ordered a bunch of them from Recycle Bank. The only one I've gotten so far is Bazaar, Harper's Bazaar. I haven't gotten the other ones yet. I don't even remember what I got. Sometimes they have really good ones, and other times they have like weird ones. So I like that microphone. Save me some magazines, Miss Diana. I still want to do the world's largest yard sale. When is it, Dee? When is the world's? It's the. You have Gun and Garden. It's a good one. Recycle Bank, Val. You got to go over there and you do their like quizzes on. You do their quizzes on recycling, and then you win points, and then you can redeem them for free magazines. Recycle Bank. First weekend in August. Okay. You guys, it was really nice going out with friends. I haven't done it in so long. You guys, in Hawaii, we were in quarantine for so long, and just like, so I didn't go anywhere. So it was nice to go out with people. It was nice to sit and hang out with peeps and have a nice dinner. That was probably boring. It's Route 127 sales, Diana says. Hey, Maria, what were you saying? You're just finishing a rag rug. Oh, I love rag rugs. From old socks and working on your roof garden. You learned about how to sow seeds in plastic bottles on YouTube. For those who don't have space. Oh, I get it, Maria. If you watch some of those Indian gardeners, they're really good. That are in India. Okay. Maybe I will take a couple of your ASL books. I'll send you some postage, girl. I'm just kind of looking for like some funky magazines. Generally, I find, you know what it is? It's because I used to go to the place where they recycled things in Maui all the time. And I would get like whatever people were like letting go of. And I haven't quite found that same thing here. Diana's saying the yard sale goes from Michigan down to Alabama, maybe a little bit farther. So for all you yard sailors out there, it's supposed to be super cool. At least Diana always shows me her stuff. And I'm always a little bit jealous. But of course, I lived in Hawaii at the time. I'm not jealous now because, guys, there's so many great like thrift stores around me. Just I have not been feeling myself. If I had been feeling good, I'd be so out there, but I have not been feeling good. Just been feeling exhausted, you guys, honestly. Kind of run down and tired. I don't know. It could be emotional too. You know, it just could be like a big sigh after all that stress. You are picky, I get it. Oh, I love anything, Janice. I'm not picky. It's just, you know, when you've gone from like having a huge pile of like stuff that you cut up from all the time to like nothing. And it's really my fault. I just haven't gone. I haven't been feeling myself, so I haven't really like gone out there and scoured. You know, generally I would go out and just like I need to put this somewhere where it doesn't get bent. Usually I would go out there and scour and I'd find a bunch of cool stuff and I'd go to like there's all these cool places in Hawaii where you can go and pick up recycled things like, you know, like people drop off kind of like a recycling place for magazines and newspapers and that sort of thing. And I used to go, well, especially when I was teaching, I'd go like once a week and, you know, gather all kinds of crazy stuff. You know, that's how I got all those Chinese cooking magazines and how I had had Japanese magazines. I had all kinds of really cool magazines, but I haven't really scoped it out here. I'm sure there's places. I just haven't gone. I just have not been feeling like 100% to go do it. What's the thoughts terrifying? What? Let me see. It's Hawaii. It's hard to downsize. Your new craft treasures from SoCal are here and fill the entire bag of your truck. Oh my gosh, Val, you really did get some. I haven't gotten that many, guys. I should just start looking up for like magazines or whatever. I just haven't. Like for a while, I was getting W magazine, and that one was a good one. And I got it in some. Diana shared something with me where I got it, and that was good. And then I was getting. I don't know. I was getting Vogue. I don't know. I think I don't know if I got it for free or if I got it for like a really. She sent me something where you can apply for magazines, and if they have them, you can get them for free. Otherwise, what do they charge you, Diana? Like $2 a year or something? So I was getting Vogue. I was getting Vanity Fair. I was getting I got that Whiskey Aficionado, which I actually got that from Recycle Bank. It had some cool images in it. I also got because what's the men's version that they had on Recycle Bank? It wasn't Men's Cosmo. What was it called? I don't remember. Oh, you're gonna make some fleece blankets, Johnny? Oh, that's awesome. Hey, Lori, how are you, girl? You have nothing to cut. Wait, Kim says I have nothing to cut but train magazines and Nat Geo. That's why you make everything from scratch. You know, there's a lot of places you can get free. You guys do Recycle Bank. I mean, you do have to answer the questions. GQ, maybe it was GQ. I don't know. I was getting Men's Health. I was getting a few of those. Some of them had some good. They had some good pictures in them. Yeah, going from everything from everything to nothing. You know, it's not so bad. I mean, I've accumulated a few things, just not what I'm used to. You know, I'm used to having like some serious magazine bits. And I just don't have the same thing. So it's okay. You guys, first world problems. Totally first world problems. They have nothing to do with anything. First world problems. You don't have to answer. Yeah, Johnny's right. You don't have to answer questions correctly on Recycle Bank to get the points. And you just have to like read some articles or just claim you've read them. I mean, it's not that difficult. I don't know what magazines they have on there right now. Sometimes, like they had Maui no Koi for a while, and that's a really good magazine. If you like, ocean Hawaii style things, that's a really good one. I don't know what. It seems like they always have like a Harper's Bazaar kind of thing. They have like people magazines. I can't remember all of them, you guys. And you know what's so funny is I was getting so many magazines for a while. I stopped getting them and I started sending them. I had a friend whose grandson was in prison, of all things. And I sent him a bunch of them. He really loved it. Are you kidding? I sent him some entertainment magazines and I don't know, whatever I had gotten the points for. You like W2? The paper's kind of thin. But you know what, Janice? The paper's excellent to jelly print on. That is an excellent, excellent, excellent jelly printing surface. It is. Don't tell anybody a teacher told you that. You're so funny. Yeah, you know what? I did find my jelly plate, and so maybe on Friday I'll jelly print, and I don't have a W magazine here, but I have a Restoration Hardware magazine, which also has like the same thin papers, and they really work well for jelly printing. At least I think so. Diana says her thrift stores throw away magazines where she is. I probably could go to the library since everything's open back up and just say, when do you guys throw your magazines away and go down and pick them up? I just haven't. I have not. Train magazines aren't bad, Kim. Those are that's probably a cool magazine to have. I don't even know if I've even seen a train magazine. I did bring a handful of Nat Geos with me because they were in a box with my glue books. So I have a handful of Nat Geos. Guys, I think I kept like one of everything that I sold last time. But if I did, they didn't make it here yet. They're still in my stuff that's still in Hawaii. Hey, Ann, how are you? You never see magazines at thrift stores, Lori? Yeah. You have a whole box of what, train magazines? Oh, I'm so glad you're good, Ann. Your library just put everything outside and yeah, there's a library not far from me. I should just call them up and find out like what the deal is, but I haven't. I like the numbers for my number page, but I kind of also like this mouse. I don't know. He's kind of big, but I might use him for something, so I don't want to cut the numbers out. Jamie says, give me a minimum. Okay, to jelly print, I'll tell you what I use, but you guys use, you do you. I like to print on magazine pages. I'll tell you why. Or book pages like Old Reader's Digest or any book that you've taken the book block out of, because they print well, and it's a rat, not a mouse. Okay, I have the rat. Maybe, I don't know. So jelly plate, acrylic. I use acrylic paint, and then use anything. Like I have like some combs or any sort of tool that you want to like draw with or anything on it to make patterns, a brayer or a credit card to spread your paint. Oh, I like this picture. a brayer or a credit card to spread your paint, and that's really all. I like this one too. This would be a great one of those collage backgrounds. You think you have this issue? This is from 2019. It looks like it is April of 2019. Cities. This would be really, I would love that for a background. Joni says she uses regular printer paper. I do too. And Joni says bring your stencils. Yes, you can bring your stencils too. Well, any paper you want to use. I mean, preferably not a current credit card you're using. Guess you're right, Scotty. Jelly plate, magazine pages, paper, paints, tools to make patterns, a brayer, credit card. Well, I mean, you can either spread it with a brayer or you can spread it with a credit card. Some people don't have a brayer, you know? Hi, Light. How are you? You had a great trip, Anne? Oh, you have to tell us. You have to tell us about your trip. This city one is kind of cool. This urban hubs, all these patterns. I like them. No wonder you haven't used the freaking jelly plate. Why? Jelly plating is you guys, your jelly plate is your best friend. If you want to make some really easy, fun backgrounds, it is, I love it. And I use it for everything. Like I use those backgrounds for everything. So Dee says she uses a rubber spatula to spread the paint. So I might not even cut this one up. I might save this for like my reverse collage, you know, the gesso technique for the background of something. Oh, that's a great page. It's the little girl with all the bubbles. Oh my gosh, so good. So Flo's saying she likes stamping ink on hers. Joni says she is addicted to jelly printing and she's asking if you're on Instagram. You guys, I have an Instagram, but I just follow people on Instagram. I don't put anything on there. I just wouldn't put permanent ink on my jelly plate. Use the water-soluble ink. You guys, if you also have, how many of you guys have, he scored 4 goals on your birthday. Happy birthday. First of all, let's all sing. Your grandson played a lot of hockey. Oh, I bet it was so wonderful to hang out with him. Well, let's sing happy birthday to Anne. Anybody else got a birthday? Because I'm the worst with birthdays. Anybody else got a birthday? Maria says I should see how she hoards magazines. Oh, girl. In your small apartment, it was always an interior decorating or crafting magazine for you. You've got them all hidden all over. Good for you. Let's sing happy birthday to Anne. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Anne. Happy birthday to you and many more. Let's see. Jamie says, do you have a 2-inch or 4-inch brayer rubber? I don't know where my brayer is. I think I have a 4-inch brayer, I think. I don't know, but it doesn't matter. You use whatever you do. Happy birthday, Anne. We love you, girl. Happy birthday. Yeah, tomorrow is my daughter's big 3-0. 30 years ago tomorrow, I was in the hospital, and it was the night of the Academy Awards. And I am certain that the only reason why they finally gave me a C-section was I'd been in labor for a long time, and my doctor had tickets. So I'm pretty sure of it. I am pretty sure of it. You celebrate your birthday with Susan? Well, happy birthday, Miss Susan. Happy birthday, Susan Z. Happy birthday. Your daughter was 37 on the 26th? So Joni's sharing her Instagram. It's Plum Blossom Lane on Instagram, and she has a bunch of her jelly prints up there. Oh, I love this magazine. I might wait. Like, this would be that is just a great layout, and that's like that is super cool. This is Shanghai, China. Wow. My 30-year-old lived in Shanghai for a minute. I'm glad you had a good birthday, Anne, and I'm glad you got to go visit your grandsons. That must have been awesome. Were you cold in Utah, or were you good? What's it like? You guys, if it's cold here in North Carolina, it's got to be freezing in Utah. Where is this one? Oh, yeah, I had a bunch of stuff hidden in my house too, but when you have to move, you got to let it all go. Hey, Angela, how are you? Leslie says, great jelly prints, Joni. This one is a cool one. Like, I could see myself using this as part of the reverse collage. I do have a really big, I think it was a Dina Wakley journal, and it's either Dina Wakley or a Diane Reevely. I'll find it when I unpack and show it to you. It is a really good mixed media journal, and they're like $20, and they're huge. The weather was really nice in the 70s. Oh, that's nice. The hockey rink was cold. Girl, it is cold here. So I guess I could cut up my front, Janice says, because that's a rat, not a mouse. Janice, only you'll know that. I would not have known that. Not up on my mice and rats, that's for sure. But I like this one. I'm definitely not going to cut it up yet until I know what I'm going to do with it. But I will cut up these numbers. Because I do have a number page. Well, and maybe Friday I'll bring out my jelly plate and I'll show you guys the progress of my junk journals. I do have a bunch of painted. I did tea dye, avocado dye, and onion skin dye some pages. And I use that True Ray, not totally, but for the avocado, for the dyed pages, I use that True Ray construction paper. I'm going to encourage you guys, I'm not usually big on go out and buy something, but it's not expensive. I bought a package at Hobby Lobby for $1.99. You can get it cheaper on Amazon. And I've used it in a lot of journals I've made. It's just like a thicker white paper, and it definitely takes jelly printing well, and it also takes tea dyeing, coffee dyeing, all that stuff well. A different breed, interesting article. I didn't read the article. What I am thinking of doing is, you guys, 1 trillion years ago, in one of my incarnations, I was a costume designer. And I used to use all kinds of plant dyes to dye fabrics. So I'm thinking of having a dye garden, which, consists of, planting different things that give you different hues of color. So I've been contemplating that. One of my really good friends has the most amazing dye garden in Los Angeles. I haven't visited her in a long time, but I talked to her the other day, and she and I were talking about it. And so she said, I'm going to send you some seeds from her dye garden. Guys, I guess because I've just never really thought about it. I could have had an amazing dye garden in Hawaii, but I was working a million jobs, so I didn't have a dye garden in Hawaii. Okay. Oh, look, you guys, they're the same numbers. 20 is not. So we'll put 20 down, but 17 and 8 are the same. That's so funny. Oh, I have another page in the other journal that has numbers on it. So, well, we both worked together millions of years ago. And she is an interior designer, and we were talking about it because she and I dyed fabric and all kinds of stuff together. And I don't know what made me think about it, except that she called me on the day that I was dyeing that paper. And she was like, what are you doing? And I said, oddly enough, I'm dyeing paper. And she's like, for what? And I said, for a book, for a birthday book, for a friend. And then we started talking about it. I guess 17 is too big for that page. I thought I have maybe more than one number page in here. Let's look really quick. And so it just got us talking about it. And then she was like, I have a dye garden. You guys, the difference between me and her is that she's lived in the same place for 30 years. So we were talking about it, and she was like, she has, indigo plants, because she does dye some things, indigo leaf dyes and stuff like that. It just brought back stuff. It just brought back those memories. It wasn't like anything I was thinking of. But yeah, when I was a costume designer, I dyed a lot of fabric, because sometimes you would get we didn't have a budget for certain things, and the best way to get it is to dye it. I haven't dyed papers with party streamers. That might be cool. Oh, look, see, 8 and 18 must be like a regular for Nat Geo. So I'll save my 8 and 18 for another page. I haven't dyed anything with party streamers. I have not. I am going to finish making my friend her birthday book, but I'm going to make it more like a journal, because I think I've had this same Nat Geo many times. This is also like 3/2/19, because I remember these conjuring clouds. I think I've used them in a couple of different things. So I'll let you know, guys, if I get my dye garden going. She said she's going to send me some seeds, so whatever she sends me, I'll plant. She has done some amazing, well, like that. Strange Reflection is what it's called. She has done some amazing fabric dyeing. She She dyes for house interiors for her own like line of. She dyes silks and raw silks, and she uses expensive fabrics. You guys, long gone are the days of buying 100 yards of muslin or whatever you could buy for the cheapest and then dyeing it all. Patricia says she knows of somebody that uses crepe paper to dye paper. You saw it on Treasure Books. I love Natasha from Treasure Books. Do you guys watch her? She's awesome. I haven't watched her videos in a while, but she's super awesome. She is awesome. She is really awesome. Carrie the Crafter. Oh, I like Carrie the Crafter. I learned about him from Gail Agostinelli. I don't know if I'm saying her name right because I'm not great with name pronunciations. Colored tissue paper can transfer color to. Now, you know, I've done that eons ago. Don't you remember when you were a kid and you had all these different kind of tissue papers and then you could transfer color with them? Yeah, they bled onto everything. But you guys, I don't even have that. Okay? You love Treasure Books too? Yeah, she's awesome. Hi, Dania. How are you, girl? What's going on? I am good. I'm still feeling like not myself 100%, but I'm working on it. I am working on it. I'm working on feeling better. Isn't it kind of funny? Like you may not have a lot of magazines, but you may find the same one over and over and over again, which is so silly. Well, beets and onion skins and avocado skins and pits. Turmeric makes a good dye. Obviously, you guys know coffee and tea does. There's all kinds of beets. They'll dye anything. They'll dye it. Yes, beets. You're getting ready for your birthday on Thursday. Oh, happy birthday, Dania. How old are you going to be, girl? You 25? Yeah, beets stain just about everything. Prior to a low-carb diet, I ate a lot of beets, okay? You guys, what I do is I have I'm really lucky in this house. I have like a root cellar. So it's cold down there. So when I got all these onion skins and all these avocado skins and pits, I made a bunch of batches of dye and I put it in canning jars and it's in the root cellar. So it's super cold in there. I'm sure you could dye with blueberries. I don't know. I have never made a blueberry dye, but I'm sure you could. Jana's saying the stamens from your crocuses. And she's saying saffron. Yeah, but saffron's expensive. I'd rather just use my cheap turmeric. Saffron is expensive. Marigolds. I think dandelions might even too. And you can also use them as you can also lay flowers out and roll them. You know what else comes as a dye? Bougainvillea. The bougainvillea, the leaves from a pink or purple or bougainvillea plant. They work as well. Because I know I had this magazine before. Isn't that funny? Like out of all the Nat Geos, I've had the same one a couple of times. Dania, we're happy it's your birthday, girl. Are you having a big celebration? What are you doing? Oh, this one, I know I've had this one before because I've had all these crazy bugs and stuff. I like this blue page, and it's got those dolphins on it, but I like the blue itself. That one's a good one, too. Yeah, but the bougainvillea has they also have thorns, and actually they're not flowers. Actually, they're leaves. I didn't know that until this friend of mine told me that. But I've used those before in a. But it's a very subtle color. I don't have any here. I had the largest bougainvillea possible in Hawaii, and I never did anything with it. I should have, but I didn't. I really should have, but I didn't. Isn't that crazy? Why didn't I? Dania says YouTube on Thursday at 8 o'clock, family dinner on Friday. Oh, fun, Dania. Well, happy birthday, girl. Yeah, be careful of thorns. Ugh, please. I used to I had a beautiful one in my backyard, but it was like a pain in the behind as far as dealing with it. It was like one of my neighbors. Anyway, you guys know the whole neighbor drill. I don't have to get back into my Hawaii neighbor ridiculousness. You guys know. Yeah, the thorns are pretty bad. You're right. Let's see what I have. Guys, some of these I'm just putting down, and I will find the mate to the picture another day, or the rest of the page another day. So that way I have it in the book, and then I can go back and deal with it. What are you guys watching? Is anybody watching anything good? What did I watch? Guys, I'm all about the British television. I don't know why, but I am. Actually, the flowers are actually leaves, Flo. And they have big, huge thorns on you have to be careful. The flowers and the leaves themselves don't have thorns, but the branches of them do. Ooh, and they are I've had a few run-ins with the bougainvillea tree, bougainvillea vine. Okay, I'm going to cut this out. I really like this. I think I cut it out in one of my other glue books too. You're watching Nancy Drew? Oh, nice. You love Brett Tully? So do I. It's I don't know why, but I do. Get an anthropology? Okay. I get to be what? I can't even. Hang on. My God, I need my glasses. I get to be an Anglophile. Yes. Yeah, you're right. They do boil purple. They are really awesome. I love it. Denise, we wish you the best birthday. You're 29, yeah? How old you're turning, 29? Thanks for the thumbs up, my friends. I really appreciate it. So on Friday, I'll bring my jelly plate, and I'll show you the progress on my junk journals. That's what I'll show you guys on Friday. 74. Happy birthday, Dania. I knew you were a little older than 29. I just didn't know how much older. I was thinking about it today. If I lived to be 91, what in the world? I mean, like my oldest daughter was like, yeah, grandma was ready to go because my father-in-law died like 14 years ago. She's like, grandma's tired of living in that big old house by herself. I was like, you're probably right. Oh, I like Doc Martin and Agatha Raisin too. I haven't seen Doc Martin in a while, and I know that they were putting out some new Agatha Raisins, but I haven't seen those. What was I watching? I was watching I like Vera, and because I was watching, I don't know, British crime shows. I don't know. They have I think they have they're not so gory like ours are. You know, they just allude to it and then they solve the mystery. So my daughter that's 15, when she was really little, she would be watching television with me, and I was watching Brit television back then. And she'd be like, I don't know if I'd be friends with them. Somebody always dies. Or she would say, for a very small, she was like 7 or 8, she's like, their town is supposed to be small. A lot of people die in that town. Oh my gosh. I do. I love Flo. I love mystery shows. I totally love mystery shows. I like all that. I'm not so big on the gore. Blake and I were watching some Samuel L. Jackson movie the other day, and it was like very gory, and I was like, I can't watch this. It's not that the movie wasn't good. It was just they were torturing people and they were showing it, and I can't watch. You're sticking folders together. You need your head examined. No, you don't, Lori. You do not need your head examined. Did you guys watch Miss Shannon Green had a video the other day, a couple days ago, and she made a little book for Mr. Victor Crafter, and she made it out of Lindt chocolate bags. I was like, it was brilliant. You guys should go over and watch it. Shannon Green. Maybe I'll try to do jelly printing, or maybe I'll do a junk journal. Maybe I'll try to do a junk journal for Mr. Victor Crafter. What, Maisel? Oh, The Marvelous Mrs. Maisel. I like that one too. Is that what you're talking about? Yeah, the Midsummer Dangers. Yes, just like Cabot Cove. You're absolutely right. You saw it. She's brilliant. She is just fabulous. She is like one of my favorite YouTubers. YouTube crafters. Yes. You know what's so funny is one year, one of my friends, her husband was on the board of directors for Credit Suisse in Switzerland. And one year they gave it every year, but I was only the recipient of it. Maybe I was the recipient of it 1 or 2 years. I have a small suitcase full of Lindt chocolate. Like he would bring home one for her and one for me from the board, because we both love chocolate, from the board meetings, and he didn't like chocolate. And you guys, I had a million bags. I ate so many Lindt chocolates. Guys, I haven't had sugar in years now, but I'm just saying that when I watch her and she's like, and I like these chocolates, I was like, oh girl, so do I. But I got a suitcase of them, I think twice. And it was definitely a dream come true. No, they made like a little suitcase. It was like a suitcase full of, like the Lindt Chocolate Company made the suitcase full of chocolates. So ridiculous. I like Shakespeare and Hathaway too. You know what I watched? Have you guys watched Wanted? That's an Australian show. That one was good. It's about these two women who have like this chance meeting. One of them saves the other, and then they're on the run together, and it's really fun. I like that. That one's called Wanted. I think it actually might be on Netflix right now or Prime, but it used to be on, I don't know if it was on BritBox or Acorn. I like Father Brown mysteries. You guys, I like kind of corny ones. I'm not so good on the blood and guts. Oh, I love Janet. Don't you? Doesn't everybody love Janet Nash? She's so fabulous. She zipped through her Girl Scout cookies, her mint. You guys, I have not had, I would love some, but didn't I tell you guys about what happened when I had like some sugar? Like where did I go? Had something you wouldn't think had sugar in it, and I got blisters in my mouth from it. So I was like, okay, never doing that again. You don't have to like chocolate, Dania. Not everybody does. You have to like what you like. You have to like what you like. I have plenty of friends that don't like chocolate. I have a friend whose son, like, if you made him a chocolate cake, he would just like cry. I made him one once. He was like 8 years old. He cried. Not everybody likes chocolate. No, I think we all have to be different. You guys, since I've been on this low carb diet, I have not had, although I did make myself some vegan brownies a while ago, and they were awesome. But I haven't had any real dessert, like that kind of dessert, since then. I could make my own, but I made myself vegan chocolate brownies, not the same as my daughter makes an amazing vegan chocolate mousse. When I get to getting my cooking thing down, I'll make it for you guys. It's so easy and it's delicious, and nobody would know it's vegan. Oh, I love lemon. You wish you didn't like chocolate? Girls, I haven't had, okay, so we went for that birthday thing or whatever. They had like big desserts. None for moi. I didn't even have, like, generally they will have like some sort of fruit or something. Not at this place. They were all in it. It was like chocolate mousse. It was like, what is the pie called? Mud pie, that kind, the chocolate, whatever. Because I don't really miss it anymore. Well, I think, let's see, what do I miss the most on a low carb diet? I miss the texture of things. Like I miss the crunch of things. And I don't mean like the crunch of celery, but like make myself some low carb. It's actually good. These low carb almond flour crackers, and they're good. That's probably the closest thing I get to a crunch. And I made myself some seed bread that you can then toast like Melba toast, and it gets kind of crunchy. But I think what I'm really missing on a low carb diet is the crunch. I miss like the texture of that, and I miss the texture of like the chewy texture of pasta, or like that kind of like chewy. That's probably all I miss. Night, can we live you, girl? Thanks for hanging out. I am going to sleep tonight. I'm totally going to sleep tonight. Guys, I think it was just my worry weekend. This past weekend, I have to tell you guys, I was a mess. It was just trying to juggle my kids calling me crying about the grandma, my daughter in the hospital, me not ever being able to it was like very difficult to get what was going on with her. You miss the carbs? I don't. It's so funny. I've been doing this now close to 3 years, thanks to Val. And I don't really miss that. I miss, I honestly don't even think about the carb part. That I don't even think about it anymore. Like it doesn't even come to my mind. And you guys, I'm rarely hungry. Like I think before when I was like Blake was here that day when he told you guys I was like Linda Blair, from The Exorcist. when I was a raw juice vegan, and even my coworkers were like, "You need to eat a pizza," but I don't really miss it now. I thought I would when we went out to dinner with all these friends because they were all ordering like I don't know pasta and potatoes or whatever, but I didn't at all. But that's just me. It took me a while though. Good night, D. Love you, girl. See you tomorrow, D. Hope you sleep good, girl. Um, I thought I would really miss it, but I didn't. So I didn't feel so bad. Um, I did not feel. I didn't know how I'd feel because you guys, I haven't been out to dinner in so long. I didn't know whether I was going to be like, oh wow, these people are eating all the stuff that I want to eat. But it wasn't as bad as I thought. The car, initially when I was first on it, I definitely like missed the carbs. I definitely I think I had like carb withdrawal. Like I wouldn't have thought of myself as being really addicted to carbs, but I guess I was. But you know what? Now that I don't have those highs and lows, those, as Blake was saying, my Linda Blair moments, I feel like a lot better. I mean, it's crazy. Yeah, I'm glad her kid's home too. Diana is such an awesome person, you guys. She's got a kid that's in high school and grown children, and she's raising her grandson, and her grandson is not, I don't know, he's like 13 months or 14 months. And she is amazing. She is like full on freaking amazing. Like, you know. Oh, thanks, Dania. Happy birthday. You have a blessed, I hope you have a blessed birthday and a blessed birthday weekend. And we love you, girl. And I'm happy that you came by to stop by to say hello. You guys, but I didn't even think about being a carb addict, but I think I really was. Like I was thinking about it, like what did I eat every day? I didn't have a bad diet, but it was just a carb heavy diet. Like bread and potatoes and rice and I don't know, all kinds of stuff like that. We want you to I hope you have a great birthday, Tania. I hope you have an amazing birthday. Happy 74th. Happy 74th. I don't know if I'm going to glue this one totally all the way down, but I probably should because of the points. The points of the star. But I kind of want to, if I want to put something underneath it, I kind of want to leave it up a little bit. Wishing you the most loveliest sleep, Miss Dania. Because my poor little book is falling apart. I definitely have got to invest in some masking tape. I thought that I brought some with me from Hawaii, but maybe not. Because I really didn't bring much of anything, but I thought I did bring a couple of boxes of my crafting stuff, some definite UFOs, those unfinished objects that I tend to have a lot of. And I did bring that. How about you guys? It's like if you were moving, what would you take? What would be your go-to take with you? You are addicted to bread, but have cut out. Bread and butter is my first go-to for comfort. I get it. Well, I did find a really good bread, low-carb keto bread substitute that I actually like. And I make it all the time. I made it for Blake. And I made it yesterday. I had that with avocados for my lunch because I have not been trying to, at least I had something other than eggs. Because for a while, all I was doing was eggs because of my ridiculous bladder infection thing or whatever it is, my sensitivity. It wasn't even an infection. It was just a hypersensitivity. So I made myself the bread, and I told you guys it's like super easy. It's like, you should try it. I'm just saying, just try it. But I guess you have to be in a space where if you want to give it up. Let me see if I can find the lady's thing. But she is somebody that I follow. I haven't watched her lately, but she has really innovative recipes. And it's for anybody. I mean, she just happens to be vegan keto, but she has a chocolate mousse recipe. I should go look at it. My daughter's recipe is super easy. It's like coconut milk, cocoa powder, some sweetener, and then no, it's not even cocoa powder. It's coconut milk. You know, those unsweetened bars of chocolate, baker's chocolate, and some sort of a sugar. She uses a sugar substitute. Where is the bread recipe on here? Come on. Here it is.
TurboTax.
Okay, here is her. She makes this. This is a really excellent vegan. This one happens to be vegan keto, but you don't have to be vegan to eat it. And it's awesome. Pack and ship your whole craft room. Oh, girls, please. That's her. Her name is Heavenly Fan. That's her bread recipe. What did you say? You were like... I didn't take... You guys, I hardly... The silly thing was some of the things that I left, I could have just brought with me, but I wasn't thinking clearly. Moving and me we were not good friends. Moving and me were not friends. You have to get back on keto. Lori, I'm telling you, it made me feel, I mean, right now I'm not feeling great, but it has nothing to do with keto. It has to do with me, you know? But I have to tell you, it changed my pain, the chronic pain that I had in my body that I was just completely thought I had to live with for the rest of my life. Being on keto changed it. I mean, it really did. I don't have those same pains. I don't know, you know? I'm not saying it works for everybody, and I'm not saying everybody should do it, but if you have any sort of inflammation or anything like that, I would say give it a try, you know? I would say give it a try. Give it a try. It worked for me. And the biggest thing for me was that I was never hungry. It was like I would eat whatever it was. Like the other day I had for breakfast, I told you those breads with avocado. I toasted them and because I'd eaten avocado the day before, but I'm kind of eating bland right now because of my bladder thing. But I had those little breads with avocado. And then I think I had a cup of coffee with heavy cream. That was my breakfast. And then for lunch, I don't know if I ate lunch or if I just ate dinner. I had, guys, I've been on my scrambled egg thing because of my bladder, but I had I made myself an omelet. You know, they had bell peppers and cheese and, you know, that kind of thing. So I did onions, bell peppers. I think that's all it. Maybe mushrooms. Onions, bell peppers, mushrooms. Made myself an omelet and put a piece of cheese on top. And that's what I had. Good night, Andrea. Hope you sleep good, girl. All right, my lovelies. I am going to call it a night. I love you. And I look forward to seeing you guys on Friday. I will be more on it. Yeah, Val says the reason she could stick with keto, she didn't give up cheese. I didn't give up cheese either. I mean, I don't eat a huge amount of it, but like, so the average breakfast I would have would be like full fat yogurt with like fruit, blueberries or strawberries. And then I found nut a nut granola. It's just made with seeds and nuts. And so, or you could make your own by toasting your own and I sprinkle that on top. You need woo woo? Okay, no. If anybody wants a meditation, I'm game. So go get your water for those of you. I'll do meditation. Absolutely. I know you need it, Jamie. Jamie's got a stressful day tomorrow. Absolutely. Go get your water and we'll do meditation. It takes about 10 minutes. I think if I have my phone in here, if I do, I'll call Blake. Yep. No, I will. We can do woo woo. We can totally do meditation. Meditation lasts all 10 minutes. Go get your water. No, I did not give up I didn't give up dairy either. I wouldn't say that I make dairy my main focus in food. But I made this really good chicken casserole. I told you a couple weeks ago. Blake asked me if I wanted it. Yeah, sometimes I eat eggs and bacon daily. I mean, but I definitely, eggs are kind of my go-to right now because of my bladder thing. But I made a chicken. It was like chicken. It was chicken and cauliflower. And I put cream cheese, a little sour cream, had onions. It was almost like everything you'd put in a baked potato. Like if you were going to get the stuff on top of the baked potato, I did that. And I baked it and it was excellent. Okay, everybody get your water. For those that want to stay for the meditation, it lasts like about 10 minutes. And, it's really just about you connecting with you. That's all it is. I mean, I made I don't know. So what keeps me without me searching for dinner all the time is I always have hard-boiled eggs, string cheese, blueberries, strawberries, yogurt in my fridge. I try to batch cook, although I didn't do it this week because I didn't feel good. And if we're going to grill, then I'll grill a lot of chicken breast or a piece of steak or whatever I'm going to grill. And I grill enough for a few days so that I'm not running for food. And then I always have greens in my fridge. I always have some spinach, some lettuce, broccoli. I can put together a really fast salad with tuna or chicken. And then I eat it with homemade ranch dressing. And yeah, it's the fat that keeps you from wanting food. It's the fat. It's the fat, when your body has enough fat in it, be it through nuts, oil, or dairy, or however you choose to get your fat, you're not hungry. So grab your water and we'll do we'll do our meditation. We'll do it. Give me a couple minutes. I'm going to yell for Blake and see if he wants to join us. Because, every time I do it and I don't ask him, he says, why didn't you ask me? So it'll be 10 minutes. And the meditation is really just you connecting to you to your higher self. That's all it is. There's nothing outside of you. It's you connecting to your higher self. And I'll be back in a couple minutes and we'll do our meditation. Let me just grab it. Oh. Hey, babe. Want to do meditation? We're going to do meditation. Go grab your chair. Go grab a chair. Okay. You guys, that's one thing I can say that he and I do together every day is we meditate together. Or some of you could call it praying. We pray together. We meditate together. We get in touch with our higher self. So he's going to come up and join us for that. So bring to mind anything that you'd like to see in your life. Anything positive. You want to reinforce the positive things into your database, into your memory bank. So for Jamie, she wants to see a positive outcome for tomorrow. So she should see the perfect outcome for her family for tomorrow. Or maybe for some of you, maybe for me, I'm going to put into my mind that I would like to sleep really peacefully tonight, not be restless. Or maybe you would just like more relaxation, or it could be also a physical thing. You could ask for better health. You could ask for financial abundance, whatever it works for you. You're ready? Okay, cool. Yeah, I'm just waiting for him. Is that the creaky chair? No. We have this one chair. I don't know. You guys know most of our household comes from Blake's family. One chair, and whenever you sit in it, it's like the creakiest chair ever. Wouldn't you agree?
Yes.
Okay, let's get started. All you have to do to participate is inhale through your nose and exhale out through your mouth. All you have to do is really breathe. You don't have to breathe my breathing. And then just allow yourself, bring to mind something positive you'd like to see happen. Maybe it's a better relationship with a family member. Maybe it's just better health. Maybe it's more self-awareness. It can be anything. You pick. No, it's up to you. It's your higher self. Whatever it is you'd like to see. More patience, more calm, kindness, more peace. Whatever it is. Bring that to mind. Okay. All you have to do to participate is breathe. Inhale through your nose and exhale out through your mouth. Receive and release. Receive and release. Receive and release. Imagine yourself in a column of light. When you look up, you can't see the end. And when you look down, you can't see the end. This is your column of light. It is unique to your being, soul, spirit. Allow your column of light with every inhale and every exhale to grow wider and wider and brighter and brighter. Give your column of light the suggestion, heart of the earth. And with that, your column of light is right there, deep in the heart of the earth. Give your column of light big roots like oak tree roots, deep in the heart of the earth. Feel your roots deeper and deeper, anchoring yourself deep in the heart of the earth. Let's ask the earth to share with us her energy. I see this like beautiful silver, beautiful golden light, but you can see it, feel it, think it, or just know it any way that works for you. Feel this beautiful golden light energy rising up through your roots, rising up through the floor, filling your feet and ankles, calves and knees, thighs and hips. Feel it filling the base of your spine, your lower abdomen, your waist, your chest and back, your shoulders, your arms, your wrists, your hands, and out every finger. Feel it filling your throat and neck, your face and head, and feel it fountaining out the top of your head as high as you can imagine. Ready? Breathe it in. Breathe it in. And breathe it in. Take a moment to enjoy your connection with the earth. Now, give your column of light the suggestion, heart of creation, heart of the central sun, heart of the divine. And with that, column of light above your head is right there, anchored in this beautiful, angelic, cosmic realm. Give your column of light the same roots above your head as you did below your feet. Breathe in and feel yourself anchored to the heart of the earth and the heart of heaven. One more time. Now give your body personality permission to receive the beautiful, angelic, cosmic, central sun energy, mixing with your energy and the earth's gold energy and spreading 6 feet in all directions. I see this energy like beautiful silvery diamonds, but you can see it, feel it, think it, or just know it any way that works for you. Feel this beautiful diamond light energy mixing with your beautiful golden earth energy in your light and spreading 6 feet in all directions. Feel it pouring through the top of your head, filling your face and neck, your throat, your shoulders, your arms, your wrists, your hands, and out every finger. Feel it filling your chest and back, your waist, your lower abdomen, the base of your spine, and feel it pouring through your hips, thighs, knees, calves, and ankles, and out the bottom of your feet, expelling any and all excess deep into the heart of the earth. Ready? Breathe it in. Breathe it in. And breathe it in. Take a moment to enjoy your beautiful connection to heaven and earth. Now I'd like you to focus on your heart and put a window there and open it up. And with every inhale and every exhale, as we work through the points of light in our body, anything that no longer serves you will easily and effortlessly leave as this window's open and just flow out of your body personality. On the inhale, I'd like you to breathe in and receive peace, balance, and bliss. And I'd like you to give your body personality permission to call all of the pieces and parts of you that you've allowed to leave for whatever reason. Call them fully and completely back into your body. And on the exhale, let go of anything that doesn't work for you. Ready? Receive in love. Release in love. Receive. Release. Receive. Release. Receive. Release. Add 2 more points of light. The point of light in your throat and the point of light at your waist. We're focusing on your waist, your heart, and your throat. Breathe in and receive peace, balance, and bliss. Give your body personality permission to call all of the pieces and parts of you back into yourself. And on the exhale, let go of anything that no longer serves you. Ready? Receive in love. Release in love. Receive. Release. Receive and release. Receive and release. Add 2 more points of light. The point of light in your lower abdomen and the point of light in the center of your forehead and all those in between. Breathe in. Receive peace, balance, and bliss. Give your body personality permission to call all of your pieces and parts back into you. And on the exhale, let go of anything that no longer serves you. Ready? Receive in love. Release in love. Receive. Release. Receive and release. Receive and release. Add 2 more points of light, the point of light in the base of your spine and the point of light at the top of your head. We're focusing on the base of your spine, your lower abdomen, your waist, your heart, your throat, the center of your forehead, and the top of your head. Breathe in and receive peace, balance, and bliss. Call all of the pieces and parts of you back into your body personality that you've allowed to leave for whatever reason. And on the exhale, release anything that no longer serves you. Ready? Receive in love. Release in love. Receive and release. Receive and release. Receive and release. Add 2 more points of light, 1 foot below your feet and 1 foot above your head, and all the points of light in between. Breathe in and receive peace, balance, and bliss. And give your body personality permission to invite all of the pieces and parts of you that you've allowed to leave for whatever reason. Call them fully and completely back into your body personality. And on the exhale, release anything that no longer serves you. Ready? Receive in love. Release in love. Receive and release. Receive and release. Receive and release. Add 2 more points of light, 6 feet above your head and 6 feet below your feet, and all the points of light in between. Breathe in and receive peace, balance, and bliss. And on the exhale, release anything that no longer serves you. Ready? Receive in love. Release in love. Receive and release. Receive and release. Let's add 2 final points of light. The one below your feet where you're anchored into the heart of the earth, and the one above your head where you're anchored into the heart of creator creation, the heart of the central sun, and the heart of the divine, and all points of light in between. Breathe in and receive yourself fully and completely back into your body personality. Receive love, balance, and bliss. And on the exhale, let go of anything that no longer serves you. Ready? Receive in love. Release in love. Receive and release. Receive and release. Put your hands on your heart and just receive. Now, put your hands out and send energy anywhere you'd like to, a place in the earth that may need it, the Ukraine, the heart of the earth, anything or anyone, anyone in your family. Receive in through your nose and exhale and give out through your mouth and through your hands. Ready? Receive and give. Receive and give. Receive and give. Let's call in the spirit of peace. Let's call in the spirit of love. Let's call in the spirit of bliss. Receive it and give it. Receive and give. Receive and give. Receive and give. I'd like you to imagine an infinity symbol, like a figure 8, starting in the heart of the heavens where you're anchored, where your roots are, crossing through your heart, going deep into the earth, where you're anchored back through your heart and ending where it began. On the inhale, receive love from the central sun, from the heart of creator creation energy, the heart of the divine and the heart of the earth. And on the exhale, give back love to the heart of creator creation, the heart of the central sun, the heart of the divine, and the heart of the earth. Ready? Receive and give. Receive and give. Receive and give. One more time. Receive and give. And when you're ready, open your eyes and come back. And know that this energy is here for you anytime. You can come back and listen to this again and again. It stays fresh. You know, somebody's going to probably ask, so when I was mentioning breathing yourself back in, so, you know, we can, whenever we have like a fright or surgery, or we've been in an accident, or we go through any extreme emotion, we can sometimes allow ourselves to leave a little bit of ourselves. You know, like when you're not feeling completely yourself, or you're not feeling completely whole, or you're not feeling completely with it. And it can happen for any reason, like illness, alcohol, drugs, even prescriptive, if you've taken them over extended period of time, surgeries, anesthesia, traumatic events, grief, anything like that. Or even like, you know, like when somebody scares you, they jump out behind a door and frighten you. It can happen then too. So when you're calling yourself back in, what you're doing is you're asking your body personality to receive all those pieces that, you know, just have not returned to you, so that you can feel completely whole and grounded. I hope that makes sense. All right, my lovelies. I love you so much. I hope you all have a wonderful day tomorrow. I look forward to seeing you guys on Friday. And I'll see you Friday night. And as always, from my heart to your heart, I'm always sending you so much aloha. See you on Friday. Love you guys. Oh, love you, Jamie. Let me know how tomorrow goes, okay? Love you, love you, love you. All right, I love you. Bye, you guys.